Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant. Today we are at the next topic, that is calculation training, and we are going to have a position solving as usual, and we try to use different motives and concepts of calculation. Lately we have been discussing the focal point of attack, how to choose where the sacrifice happens and how to look for a sacrifice. Today we are going to modify it slightly. We will see how to identify the theme or the motif of the combination. So let's start with the position quickly. It's white to play, and as we can see, white looks very active. You can see h7 is the point of attack where white wants to really look to make a combination or sacrifice. You can just see there are moves like bh7, queen h5, queen h3, rook d5, knight e7 check. The rooks don't directly aim at the king, but see, the c5 rook is very much capable of getting transferred to the king side. And as I said here, most people begin with the move bh7, kh7, queen h5, kg8, and then see, soon we realize that we want something like rook d5, so that queen d5 then e7 mates, but see, there is just ed5. So this is the motif that we are trying to use, the relationship between the pieces. So what we see here, how to create or how to identify the relationship between the pieces. We see that pieces on same rank file diagonal or at the range of knight fork become very important. See, like here, white starts with bh7, kh7 and modifies from the previous variation with the move queen h3. Not only keeping, see, this h5 square open for the rook, but uses this relationship on the diagonal. And now we notice that ed5 would be possible. So what is going to happen? After queen h3, kg8, there is the very strong rook d5. And after rook d5, d5 is not possible. Queen hangs, queen d5, then see e7 mates, and the rest see falls in place. Let's see what happens after rook d5. The queen has to move, and after queen c7, there is the move rook h5. That is the other reason that the h5 square should be vacant. And then see, after g6, rook h8, kg7, the king walks out. Rest is not that difficult. Materially, white is even, so of course his position is winning. So we can play till there now. See, bh7 check, kh7 and qh3. This is the key move using the relationship between the pieces. Of course, we see kg6 loses on the spot to e5 check and the queen is lost. So kg8 and see rook d5, very strong. Let's look at the variations one by one. If queen d5, then knight e7 mates. If e takes d5, then the queen is taken and bc6, rook c6, just rook for queen, white is winning. If qc7, this happens to be one of the main ideas, the queen pins the knight. But see, after rook h5, as I mentioned, there is no respite. g6 almost forced, f6 will transpose almost like to the next line, rook h8, kg7, and not queen check now from h6 or h7, because we want the king to be attacked after f6 with queen f3. So see, rook h7 check. Two lines emerge. Firstly, if king f6, then queen check, kg5 forced, h4 checkmates, and if king g8, then see just queen h6. There is now no way to defend the mate. After f5, qg6, qg7, qg7 mates. After the move qe8, rook h5, now we can see what happens to f6. After f6, see rook h8, kf7, qh5. Same would happen with the queen on c7 as well. Only difference would be after g6 we could have done rook h7 check there, or we could have done qh7 and take the queen. But here see, because e8 is covered by his own queen, qh7 mates on the spot. So black tried the only thing. He went here with bishop c6, thereby giving up the queen for see rook and bishop for queen. But white played queen f3, to which black decided to resign, because see what happens, queen has just cleared the path for the h pawn. White has several plans. See, I like the move rook c5 also. Rook c5, maybe black can do rook c8, and white can see either allow black to take on c5 and just go with see h4, h5, h6. This position looks superb, or else the rook can try to transfer to g5 from c5, but that won't happen to rook c8 because of the mate looming on the back rank. So h4, h5, h6 looks like a winning plan for white over here. So see, so simply and effectively white could make the combination just by spotting the proper relationships between the pieces. So I hope you like this lesson. Do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for your time.